Recording started, and like I said, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream, probably only about 2 hours, just like my older streams. But I was in the mood to play, so let's get into it. So, update on what I did. Off stream, let me just unpause. Let's go warp over to the garden so I can kind of show what I did. So, as you can see, there is quite a bit more than before. Let me give you a little quick tour. So, I created a farm over here, and I also created a couple rooms here. So this is an animal house. So I've got the residence sign so that the animals are kept in there. That's got the chickens in here. So one cool thing is, now that the chickens have a house, I don't have to go hunting around for their eggs, which you can actually see way off in the distance, in the cloudy kind of the part of the mountain that's phasing out. You can kind of see it. It's just a couple eggs just kind of sitting up there. Well, now they will lay their eggs inside this building instead. And I've got a small pen, so their happiness can go up. So one thing I can see is, where is it? Oh, it's not a thing I can look at right now. I need to get another item later on, in order to check the thing I'm thinking. It's basically a residence register where I can look at the details of all my residents, which also tells me my animals' happiness. Giving them food ups their happiness, which can have them do which you need their happiness to be to increase in order to have them have kids. So this little chick is because these guys maxed out their happiness. So that's a good thing. And you always want that to be connected adjacent to the animal house. I've also got a petting zoo here because it also makes the villagers happier, which gives them happiness. And just like what I went through in the other section. Oh, by the way. So I made this 2 floors. I made a kitchen here. And then ignore the fact that that's a jail cell door. I made a dining room here. So these two combined together made it a restaurant, which gives them bonus hearts instead of Nor. I didn't want to talk to you, Melroth. It gives them bonus gratitude when they use those facilities, as opposed to if they were just using them separately. That's a little stuffed creature. And this is the animal house for my dogs. So that is the ground floor. Then we've got this room. I'm still thinking of what I want to do with that. We got the big farmer's lodge up here. So this is currently the big ass dormitory for everybody. So that's a cool little place. Okay. And there's that. And then I've got 2 private rooms. This one belongs to, I believe, that's Lillian and Rosie. And this one is Lulu and Brittany. So private rooms for them. So they actually get, just like with the restaurant, they get more gratitude than they would if they were in a shared room. Oh, and there was one last thing I wanted to show. On this side, which is actually a separate entrance on this side, this is mine and Melroth's rooms. And So the thing with the gratitude on the Isle of Awakening is you have to do this. One second. Okay, we're good. So the gratitude on the Isle of Awakening is used to purchase these unlocks. So like I just spent 20 gratitude to unlock the fruity parfait decorative item, stuff like that. That's basically what it's for. As opposed to on the story islands where it's used to upgrade the base and for like actual progression. And of course, I finished up the bridge or the river. So there's that. We go through here. There's a big pond. That's where they had me sit. I also made a waterfall over there. So there's that. And once we completed the objective here, they open up a whole bunch of optional objectives. So we've got the 3 main ones there. Those are the story things for the tablet. And then there's all these little optional ones too. So usually I do those later on in the game, but I did just enough so that I would have 20 mini medals, so that it would make it easier for me to track the medals in Crumble Dune, which is the second island. So with that said, let us go to Crumble Dune. Another thing I should probably say is my voice is still a little scratchy, so I'm going to take it easy this time, and I'm not going to make do their voices, but I will still read out the text because, you know, I know some people are probably just listening. Ahoy, Cody! Where will you be hauling anchor to today? Well, I already did Blossom Bay. I completed that out. We've been to Furrowfield. We've been to Soggy Scary. Let's go to the new island, Crumble Dune. Oh, but I must warn you, this vessel's not built for, ain't built for chugging cargo. You'll have to leave behind everything you gathered here and fish for more materials when we reach our destination. Cody, I take it you're heading off on another grand adventure. We'll be waiting for you to return with new recruits and materials to help us build the best island ever. Where's Rosie? No, seriously, where is she? Everybody disappeared. Like, there's supposed to be everyone gathered around this spot. And fear not, Cody. I assure you this island will be perfectly safe under my supervision. Go, my boy, and take care. If this Crumble Dune place is anything like Furrowfield, chances are you'll have your work cut out for you. Make sure you come back in one piece. All right, Perry. All right, Lulu. Bon voyage, Cody. We shall keep Lulutopia safe while you're away. I expect you to regale me with stories of your heroic escapades when you return. All aboard for a trip abroad. Time to set sail. Yes, let us set sail. 1 hour later. Let us All right, we gonna load, loady load. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. That was a whole thing right there. That is the thing. The loading screens take a very long time. The land of the golden sands. Hello there, Dawn. Hello there, Terry. So, this is the land of golden sands that the hairy hermit told us about, eh? Oh, as I said when there was nobody watching, my voice is still a little bit scratchy from yesterday, so I'm not going to do their voices today, but I will start that back up on Friday. Don't worry, I've had I've had some nice honey tea, but yeah, I just couldn't keep myself from playing this game. I don't normally stream on Tuesdays, and yeah. So this is the land of golden sands that the hairy hermit told us about, eh? This place looks abandoned to me. I doubt we'll find anyone to take us back, take back with us, let alone that metal we need. But I suppose it can't hurt to have a quick nose around. In that case, I'll hold the port here while you two are off lubbering the land. Just let me know when you're set to set sail back to the Isle of Awakening, and I'll set the sail. Huh? Whoa, that was some serious shaking. Something tells me there's more to this place than meets the eye. Come on, Cody, let's take a look around. Alright, but first, since every time we go to a new story island, I lose all my stuff, because they keep it back on the main island, I am going to grab a few things that I know will come in handy later. Do a little early game farming. Alright, Terry, thank you for following. I need to expand the size of that. I need to move that over. But yeah, thank you for the follow, and hopefully you enjoy watching me in the future. You know, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Friday is usually my Dragon Quest stream currently, and I have plans tomorrow to start Dark Souls, the Remastered Edition on Xbox One. Is this Minecraft meets Dragon Quest? Basically, yes. It is literally that. So this is, yeah, it's like a voxel block, Minecrafty, Dragon Quest. It absolutely has the story content of Dragon Quest. And specifically, the story takes place in sort of an alternate universe version of Dragon Quest 2. So, there's like, Middenhall, Moonbrook, and Kennock. Those are actually in the lore. But there is a twist near the end. But basically, what we're told right now, and I've played this game many times before, so I'm just not going to spoil anything. What we're currently told at this point is that the children of Hargon, who Hargon was the herald of Malroth, the Master of Destruction. We got told the story that Malroth and Hargon both got killed by the three heroes, which is canonically what happened in Dragon Quest II. However, for some reason, in this world, they're still alive and well. Or at least, the children of Hargon are alive and well, and they seem to have won, as there's reports that Moonbrook is in ruins. Let me get some cactuses here. And earth is going to be handy. I won't get it all right now because I can come back to it when I have the better hammer ability. But to be honest, I really wish that I had this ability in like actual Minecraft where I could just get a 3x3x3 grid. Which, I mean, I've seen mods that do that, so that's cool. But, you know, it'd be cool if it was in base Minecraft, like a super shovel. I know you do, and I had a feeling that was that would have been part of the motivation behind watching me play this. Portion of 8, so it's in the dark. I have not played 8, but I have seen so much of 8. Actually, lately I've been playing 11 because it was out on Game Pass for Xbox. And with that much earth, that should be good for now. I can go back later. Later on in this level, after I level up a few times, I think it'll be level 14 or 15. I'll get a super hammer ability where I can smash a 5x5x5 block. That's a lot. Pardon me. You know, I'm not sure which is worse: the sticky swamps of Furrowfield, or the roasting heat of the deserted desert. Oh, another thing about this game loves alliteration. And it absolutely will trip me up at some point. What have we got here? Yes, what have we got here? Any idea what these planks with the strips of metal on top are? Rail tracks? You can zoom along them in a cart? Sounds like a right laugh. Oh, let me know if the music is too low. I keep trying to adjust it, but the levels on mine look really low. I'm wearing a Koopa shell because it is a special armor recipe you get from an optional mini boss in the previous island, and it has the highest defense of anything that I can currently equip. Whoa, another one. These quakes just keep on cut. Ah! Oh, well, we fell in a hole. Rip us. Ah, just our luck. We've only been in here 2 minutes and we are already in a hole. I hope you're not hurt, Cody, because you're the only one who can build us a way out of this place. Sure, I got you covered. Or not. The look on your face says something's not right. Don't tell me. You can't smash this stone to build a staircase out of here, can you? We're in a whole lot of trouble now. Oh my god. A hole. He spells it with H-O-L-E. That is a horrible pun. Also, yes, the real risk of mining. Sinkholes. Though, to be fair, we weren't mining. We were walking along the desert floor. Oi, you two alright down there? Huh? Who said... Look, Cody, up there. Oh, hi. Someone else was, apparently, yes. Here, take these and build yourself a way back up. I mean, thanks, but I actually, I pre-gamed a bit with the earth. Let's just block this up for now so that my future dumb doesn't cause a problem. because knowing me, as I do very well, at least back when I played Minecraft, ravines were the bane of my existence because uh, I can be a very observant person in real life. I am not a very observant person in video games, especially when I'm streaming because I'm trying to talk and be entertaining, and that takes the measure of my focus. All right, we're good. You two all right? Looks like nothing's broken at least. You best be heading home. This island ain't no place for holiday makers. Eh? You ain't here on holiday. You've come to find yourselves a few new mates and some metal? Are you asking if I know anyone? I ain't sure if I should be telling you. Who are you two, anyhow? Oh, so a little background info for you Terry, and anyone who might be tuning in to this stream, which is the fourth part of my streams of this game. So there's a main hub island, and it was completely barren when we inherited it. And so we're attempting to turn it into a paradise. So there are 3 story islands that the game sends you to get a specific type of resource to rebuild the Isle of Awakening, which is the hub island. The first island you go to is called Furrowfield, and that's where you go to kind of get the resources you need to build up the nature. So, making fresh soil, creating farmland, getting crops, that sort of thing. That was what you got on Furrowfield. Now we're going to this island so that we can get various metals to forge things like that. So they're going to help us with this because this is an old mining town. You're a builder? You ain't pulling me leg, are you? But if you're telling the truth, this is very interesting news indeed. I'm Babs. Pleased to meet you, Cody. You too, Malroth. If you really are a builder, maybe you can help me with something. Come with me. I'll show you the way. Alright, let's go, Babs. First, I need this. That's gonna be essential later, and so will killing this guy. Oh, if I insta-kill certain enemies, that's actually because my weapon is also something I got from the recipe from a mini boss in the previous island, which it has a small chance to instantly kill any enemy that is not a boss. Which is also really handy for certain enemies. But it eventually becomes outclassed by just doing real damage. Welcome to Crumble Dune, the land of plenty. Oh, well, rip that. I didn't see that one. Now we got nothing. Not since the children of Hargon shut down mine. Now look at this place. You'd never know this used to be a bustling mining town, or that the tumble-down bar over there was once the hub of our little community. Was it? I've been dreaming of getting the mine open again and giving this town a new lease of life. And now that you're here, we can make it happen for real. I don't see why you need us so badly. Seems to me like you've got enough people to make a start. If only it was that simple. I could explain, but you'd be better off getting it straight from the horse's mouth. You'll get the picture. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. Let's talk to... yeah. Oi, Digby. Is there really nothing we can do? I miss the whiff of that stuffy tunnel air. Know what I mean? No, I don't. Look, Dougie, if I've told you this once, I've told you 1,000 times. Unless we can smash through that rock, we ain't getting back in the mine. Huh? Who are you? I ain't seen your face before. Reckon I'd remember someone that scrawny. A builder? What, you mean like a bodybuilder? Pull the other one. Get out of it. Go on, shoo. Back to where you came from. The children of Argon don't take kindly to any type of building. Alright, Mr. Muscle Man. I see you posing there. Hang about, Digby. Didn't we come here to rebuild the town and help Babs fulfill her dreams? Babs is everything to us. A sister, an auntie, a niece, a mother, a brother. She's the light of our lives. The apple of our eyes. The the pincushion of our hopes. All right, that's an interesting analogy. We thought that if we came here, we could reopen the mine and put a smile back on her beautiful face. That place is sealed tighter than a very tightly sealed thing. And even if we could get the mine up and running again, we're all too terrified of what the children of Argon would do to us if we did. It ain't fair. I ain't having it no more. Someone gives a is it a drink? All right, I don't know if I get how strong his accent there is, or if he's doing if he's using slang, whatever. I need a digger's jigger, and me too at this point. What's a cheery chappy like you doing talking to a washed up old codger like me? Who are you anyway? A builder? Oh, the humanity. Take that devilish grin of yours and get right out of it. Don't even mention the B word around here, outsider, unless you want the children of Argon breathing down your neck. This island was once an haven for rough, tough miners with money to burn. Business in me pub was booming. But now, the golden age is over and me dreams are dead and buried. Everything's gone to the dogs. You see, mining and metalworking go against the teachings of Argon. That's just how it is now. In other words, your kind ain't welcome around these parts. So do yourself a favor and get out while you still can. We'll have no trouble here. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not cool enough for you guys. I just wanted to have some friends. Well, in that case, let me just chop down all your crap. Incidentally, let me get rid of these new icons. One of the reasons that I did this, one of the reasons I grabbed all the iron blocks from that that little section was exactly so I could do this. Because currently, I can't build iron blocks. I don't get iron until later on. But I will eventually get a quest to fix up this place. And the more that... the closer I get to 100% completing this bar, the more resources the miners bring in, which helps me out because I get a cut of all the ore they bring. So you better believe I'm doing that. Incidentally. Let's eliminate this little a little sand slide. And let's clear out this area a little bit while we've got some... While we have no commitments right now. That way I can work through this effectively. I don't actually need to grab that wood because due to what I did on the Explorer's Shores last stream, I have an infinite supply of wood. But I don't like these cracked crates, and those crates are you're intended to break them anyway for the purposes of getting wood if you didn't do the Explorer's Shores thing. Let's put all of you back in the thing. So I've got this. And get rid of that. And yes, let's check out some of these things. Right now, I don't have the ability to make any proper resources. That is, I can't make any proper building blocks. So I can't complete that building per se. I mean, I can, but not with the blocks I have on hand. So now let's go talk to Babs. Let's go talk to Babs again. So you heard him all out, did you? Now, can you see what a pickle we're in? Just so you know, the bald geezer is McGrog. He used to be a blacksmith. The guy wearing the bow tie is my old man Den. He's the landlord of the bar. Yeah, we met them. They were moaning about the mine being sealed up and being brainwashed by the children of Hargon. I never believed a single word of Hargon's teaching myself, but I wish I could say the same for the others. They fell for his lies, hook, line, and sinker. When the mine closed, his beloved pub went bust. I'd love to get the mine back in working order and get Dad's gaff up and running, but I don't know how. Don't worry, we can figure that out. We can fix that for him. What's that? You reckon me dad's lucky to have a daughter like me who wants to put a smile back on his face? Oh, I'm not bothered if he smiles or not. I'm just sick of watching him mooch about with a face like thunder. What that bloke needs is something to keep him busy, know what I mean? If you want to help me, you can start by making the traditional drink of Crumble Doon. Digger's Jigger. A bit of light refreshment's just what we need to drag these brooding bludgers out the doldrums. You'll need a cask to make it. Be a gent and knock one together, then put it in the pub, right where me old man used to keep it. Alright. Got us a cask. So now that I've learned how to make that, let's make 4. Just because I'm going to need at least 3 later. Well in, you made the cash just like I asked. Now you're ready to rustle up a Digger's Jigger. Stick one of those vine apples in the cask and the Digger's Jigger will be ready in a jiffy. Oh damn, she just gave me 10 of them. Alright, lady. Well, first off, I'm going to put that in there, and then those 2 can be Digger Jigger. Alright. Got a prickly pop and a savory smoothie. Nice one. You ain't just a builder, you're a born barman to boot. Well, ain't you gonna give me a little taste of that Digger's Jigger you made? Yeah, go ahead and take it. That's a glass of Digger's Jigger, the despicable drink the children of Argon call the Builder's bathwater. I'm wise to your evil ways, Builder. Your kind ain't welcome round here. Oh, forgive us, Argon. Take pity on our souls. This is all the work of that blasphemous Builder. We ain't done nothing. Have you? Have you done nothing? Builder. What the heck was that spooky voice? Is that you, Argon? Builder, come to me. That voice was calling for you, Cody. We all heard it. It sounded like it was coming from near the old mine entrance. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go and take a butcher's. The hell kind of expression is that? I don't know where you get the courage, Babs. Me and Dougie will stay up on top and keep an eye on things. Not on your Nelly. You two are coming with, whether you like it or not. Comprende? Please, Bab, don't make us go. I don't think we've got the stomach for it. Oh, give over. We're only going to the bottom of the steps. Me and Cody will go first, and you two will follow. Or else. Come on, woman. I'm faster than you are. Shout out to the dog outside my window. I think that voice came from somewhere right around... Boo-hoo. Ah, that voice is back. And it's booing and booing like nobody's business. That bleeding delicious Digger's Jiggers has incurred Argon's wrath. Sounds like it's coming from behind this pile of sand, Cody. Do us a favor and see if you can clear it away. A couple of swings of that whopping great mallet of yours should do the trick. Alright, let's give a good old wallop. And and give a smacky. God blimey. There's an horrible monster hiding in there. Save me, Babs, save me. Boo-hoo. Poor thing sounds like it's upset. Have a word with it, Cody. See if you can find out what the problem is. Boo-hoo. You builder. You find me. You free me. Thank you. No power no more. Bring me copper, silver, gold. It's strong again. We've only just met, and already he's asking us for the moon on a stick. You need copper, silver, and gold, eh? I'd love to help, but the entrance to the mine's completely blocked off. Babs, that's a monster. You ain't really gonna help it, are you? You... Babs? Babs kind. Babs pretty. Me help Babs too. Blocked tunnel this way? Me take closer look. Follow. Alright, get going, buddy. You want smash this rock? Yeah. If these rocks weren't here, we could get the mine up and running again. It's what I've always dreamed of. Then me make dream come true. That was brilliant. You tore that wall down like it was made of paper. No, he tore down the wall like he's the Kool-Aid Man. Get it right. Oh, blimey. What was that bleeding great din all about? Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Goldie Rocks? Legend has it that the mine of Crumble Dune was once guarded by a great golem. But when the metal disappeared, so did he. That was my phone. And that was nothing important. We're fine. We're fine. There's nothing need to worry about. Strength gone. Need help. Your help. We've been looking to clear these rocks for years. I never imagined it had happened like this. Everyone on Crumble Dune knows the legends of the Guardian of the Mine, but I always thought they was just kiddie stories. How wrong can a girl be? Cody, would you and Malroth mind having a quick butchers in the tunnels? I'm sure Digby and Dougie would be more than happy to show you around. But nobody's been down there in donkey's years. There'll be spots where the roof's all caved in, sand and what have you, blocking the way. How are we gonna get past that? I thought this might happen. Lucky for us, Cody, I got just the thing for yonks. Got such. Oh my god. I've got just the thing for such a situation. They've been lying around for yonks. Some miner must have left them here. I got 20 rusty wrecking balls. Go on, Cody. Get in there, blast through a few roadblocks, fix a few supports, and get this mine going again. Alright, Dougie. Do what the lady says. Time to take Cody on a guided tour of the finest mine in Crumble Dune. I'd go myself if it wasn't for me incurable claustrophobia. That ain't fair, Digby. You know how bad me monstrophobia's got recently. And them caves will be crawling with horrible creatures. What's worse, you're sending me in with a builder. Cody, can you search the nearby tunnels and bring back a few lumps of copper? 5 should do. I only want to check the quality. I just pray Hargon doesn't catch wind. Fire in the hole! You plant a wrecking ball, you'd better run for cover because when that thing blows, it takes everything nearby with it. I would imagine so. It is a wrecking ball. It kind of implies a large explosion. Cody, Malroth, hold up. Hmm? Whoa, was that another earthquake? Yeah, ever since the Golden Age came to a close, the ground ain't never stopped shaking. It's years since I was last in these tunnels, but I don't remember him being in this bad a shape. Old Argon must have let his lackeys loose down here. Back in the day, you couldn't swing a pick down these mines without striking a seam of gold. Now look at it. There ain't nothing but sand and stones. Hold on a tick. This weren't here before. Oh, how about butchers at this? The old tunnel's all stuffed up with sand. It must have fallen in from out top. This seems like a job for one of them rusty wrecking balls what Babs gave you. Watch where you're putting it, yeah? How about right here? And let's get the hell out of here. Sterling work, Cody. You wiped the floor with that wall. I mean, it was just sand. Nice one, Cody. You blew part 3 clean through that sand. Destroying stuff up here is sure to get us in Hargon's good books. There might be more of them rusty wrecking balls knocking about in these tunnels. Make sure you pick up any you find. Meatheads like me can't be trusted with that kind of firepower. Chances are I'd squeeze it too hard and blow my biceps off. So I'll let you take care of the blasting. Alright then. Hi ho, it's off to bleeding work we go. Oh, and by the way, it's easy to lose your bearings down here in the dark. Lucky for you, if you rip your map out, you can cycle through it level by level. Cool. Tunnel vision. The mine over on Crumble Dune is spread over several levels. Press minus, open the main map, then use L and R to cycle through the different depths. Yeah, so I can... right now I got an upper level, and then there's a lower level. I'm going to bring this over here for later. But for now, let's grab some of those. And let's beat up this furry boy. Yeah, you got your ass beat. Hang about. This don't look good at all. Them supports seen better days. We better get them fixed quick smart. Sure. Look, the posts what prop up the roof are in terrible shape. The old tunnel could collapse at any moment. We gotta get them fixed before the next earthquake hits, or we'll be buried alive. Get them softwood blocks back in place. Hurry. Alright. So, that's not where you belong. You belong right there. And you also belong right there. Let's put you in here. And where's the last block? What did I do there? Yeah, stop that. Okay, last block is right here. There you go. The supporting pillars are repaired. Lovely jubbly. Them supports look good as new. You've done this before, ain't you? Yeah, you could say that. Nice one, Cody. Thanks to your marvelous mending skills, these supports should hold for the foreseeable. Looks like we've stumbled on a good bit of metal, too. That mallet of yours won't be able to break the Ardor rocks, but it should do the trick for copper and coal. First things first, let's nab ourselves a few nice lumps of copper for our old mate McGrog. And we might as well bag a bit of coal while we're here. I can do that. No problem at all. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. I have obtained a chunk of copper. What's that? It wouldn't be a lump of copper, would it? Old man McGrog wanted 5, remember? Let's bag them up and get the heck out of here. And there's a chunk of coal. Whatever it is, it could come in useful. If you see any more of that stuff, bring it, bung it in the bag. Get in, Cody. Now we've got all the copper we need. Sit up top again and show McGrug the goods. Hold on. Aren't you supposed to be a miner? You should stay behind and do some work for a change. You go back now, you'll be in for another one of Bab's tongue lashings. Yeah, maybe you got a point. Alright then. I'll stay here and dig for a while longer. But you two better go and see McGrog pronto. Let me mimic what was on here. And there was no basalt there. Yeah, there wasn't any. Okay. I love how that's a protected section. Boom! I love these bombs. Really handy for rapid mining. Actually, let me remove a couple of these. I don't need these hanging around. But I would like to keep track of these for a little bit while I run around. I don't want to go out back just yet. Besides, everybody's in the middle of getting ready to sleep. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of boost a couple things. Like this. Oops. I like how if you dig down low enough, you actually do reveal the flagstone section that was the original track, or you could just do what the game kind of intends to let you do, and just build up into the clodstone. Oh my god! Just give me the resources. The reason I wanted to do this is because of this, actually. Before I get the ability to build the railroad, I basically have to take the railroad pieces from what already is over here. And then I'm supposed to create a path back. Mine in a way. Surprisingly, with a hammer. Ah, shoot. Drop you down. Did I get them all? I did not. Drop that one down so I can grab it. And let's go down here. Ah. Unfortunately, there's no character who can actually do farming, so I can't till the wheat. Because I can't put it in tilled ground. But what I can do is just use that what wheat I do have. Now, just like in the previous islands, it can be a pain in the ass to go off the beaten path a little too far too early, because what can end up happening is that you run out of hunger. And if you run out of hunger, it means that every time you try to do an action, your character will need to take a breath, which is rather annoying. It's not good, okay? So let's eat a couple of those. Stamina back. And then I'm going to use this to connect. So this is going to be the, one of the future quests I have with the guy, which is one of the reasons I was going ahead of the curve, so to speak, because right now my quest has me going back to the base camp. Well, the end point for this track is right by where I got the quest, or the quest to go back to the base camp. So I figure I might as well just go like a short distance further and continue along my way. Just kind of makes sense. Dude, I jumped right on top of that. There we go. Now I have more than enough track to make it all the way back home. But I'm gonna need some cloudstone because I need to make a continued path so I can put the track down. There we go. We're making progress. We're doing it. We're doing it. As for this, I'm actually going to stop it just a little past this point, because there is a second thing that I want to do right away. Now that I got that. So this is a tricky one. This is so in order to utilize this mushroom in a specific way, that is to become an item as part of a as part of the future as part of the future special kitchen, I actually have to lift it up with the gloves, and just to keep it safe, I'm going to put it over here. Cody, Cody, Cody. I can see it in your eyes. There is still copper in these mines after all. Let me take a closer look. Yes. Yes. This is top quality crumbled dune copper, all right. You won't find any finer than this. Seems the mines have a little life in them yet. Sorry to butt in, but I spoke with Goldilocks while you lot were scurrying down in the mine. He says that the more metal we can give him, the more his strength will return. And once he's got all his powers back, he can use them to fill up the mine with precious minerals again. It'll be like the gold rush never ended. Is that so? Then perhaps he'd benefit from the copper that Cody just brought back. Can't hurt, can it? We can't exactly leave him in this state, poor thing. I say we give him the copper. Okay. Is that copper? Copper not enough. Need gold to become gold golem. Strong golem. When strength returns, metal returns too. But copper stronger than stone. He become copper golem. Stronger golem. You give me copper? Yeah. Thank you, friend. Throw copper at me. It become part of me. Throw very hard. Or blimey, that's bleeding brilliant. You've turned him into a copper golem. Well, I turned him into a copper-headed golem. Oh, that? Only his head's gone copper. What about the rest of them? Ooh, me look silly. Need more copper. Maybe 1,000 lumps? 1,000? Pull the other one. That's impossible, surely. I wouldn't say that. The mine might not be what it once was, but there's gotta be more copper down there. Digby, look what I found. I had a bit more of a dig about, and that mine is chock full of copper. Look at all this, what I brought back. 3. Is that it? Is that bleeding it? You always was a lazy little skeever, Dougie. Give me a break, Digby. I'm the only geezer doing any work around here. I ain't even got a pub to unwind at after me shift. How am I expected to keep me morale up, eh? Always with the excuses. Why don't you stop moaning about morale and get on with your job? Don't be so harsh on him, Malrath. Mining ain't no holiday in the sun, you know. It's hard graft. Dirty, dark, and dangerous. The lads have to have some way to let off steam. I'll out that layabout let off some steam by cracking his thick head open. That should get rid of all the hot air. Let's save that one as a last resort, eh? I think I've got a better idea how we can get all the copper Goldilocks needs. Alright, what's your idea, Babs? It pains me to say it, but as things stand, we ain't getting our hands on 1,000 lumps of copper anytime soon. But if we could give the miners something to look forward to after an hard day's work, it might motivate them to work a little bit harder. And I know just the thing. All we need to do is give them their old pub back. You mean rebuild the pub? Exactly. The walls have fallen down and there ain't much furniture left, but that's where Dad's pub used to be. The first thing I want you to do is make a cocktail counter. Just plonk a cocktail shaker over there on the bar where Dad can see it. You'll probably have to make it out of copper, but I ain't an expert. If you need metalworking tips, McGrog's your man. You're looking cheerful as always, young man. What business has a lad like you got with an old-timer like me? So you want to make a cocktail shaker for the pub? You don't know how to do it? I'm sure you've heard already, but crafting's forbidden in these parts. I used to smith myself, but I doused my forge some time ago. You see, the mine dried up, and Crumbledoon's glory days were over. In fact, it wasn't so long ago that the children of Hargon seized control of the island. Their teachings seem to take root in no time at all. Just about everyone here is a believer these days. Still, the blacksmith's fire never truly dies. And as this is for Babs, I'll teach you what you need to know. I trust you'll keep our little arrangement secret. Sure thing, buddy. Before you can work with it, you have to turn the raw copper into copper ingots in the roaring fire of a forge. So, you better start by making yourself a forge, eh? Whip one up at the workbench, put it down around here, and then the forging can begin. Okay. But first, my dude, I need some food. Because I got no staminas and I can't sprint. It's kind of cool that on this island, when I'm making metal tools and such, as opposed to before, where I used like my actual hammer. In this one, I use like if it's a metal object, I'll use like a long-handled sledgehammer. Aha! So you've built your forge. Argon won't be happy about that. Been in for a gold coin, in for a gold bar, as they say. Time to get forging. Alright, let's start by making some copper ingots. Alright, while I do that, let's also fire up some sand. Yeah, see, this is why having no stamina is bad. Every single swing I make with my sword, I do that little second of breath. Yeah, ingots, you know, this area is very much the mining part of the Minecraft-y feel. And yeah, that's it's really sucky, but for the most part, like, you have an absolute abundance of food and such. So there really is no like, at a certain point there really is no worry of running out of stamina unless you forget. But like in the early section here, um it takes a little bit to get that food production up and running because I got to do it individually. But later on, I can get the NPCs to cook food for me. never like that the way it defaults that position to. The pickaxe is just standing on its own. Oh. You made the copper ingots. It's just like the children of Hargon say. You builders are fearful creatures. Well, if I hadn't hung up my anvil already, you'd have me out of a job. Just remember that the metal you find in the mines is as good as useless unless you smelt it into an ingot. And if you ever need more coal, you'll find plenty down in the mine. You know, I'm not without my reservations, but I think Babs might be onto something with this idea of using Den's pub to light a fire under the miners' behinds. Alright, Cody. Did McGrog teach you how to work metal? Now you can get cracking on that cocktail shaker. Just make sure you place it on the bar when you're done and make that cocktail counter, yeah? That way Dad'll be sure to spot it. Alright, Babs. Oh, here we go. Learning my recipe. Got the cocktail shaker. Now, there it is. Now we've made a set. Made a cocktail shaker. That'll get up some of the happiness so that we can hit the miner's bell, learn new recipes. We're basically starting off the whole chain of events here. Thanks, Cody. That cocktail counter is just what we need to get these miners and me dad motivated. What the? I can't believe me mince pies. Mince pies? These guys have really weird slang. Is this a cocktail counter? Hey, pub, it's back! Alright, lads. Digger's Jigger is on the house. Do-do-do-do-do. I mean, what are you guys eating? There's no food. I did mention me dad used to be landlord of this gaff, didn't I? The miners used to come here every night to let off steam, but they was always back down the pit at the crack of dawn the next morning. I was only a little girl back then, but I remember how happy they always looked. You could say him and the miners were my heroes. And now that you're here, Cody, I get the feeling we can rebuild the pub and turn this island back into the hive of activity it once was. I know it's a big favor to ask, but will you help me? Hell yeah! Thank you so much. I knew you had a good heart. Hey, I just want the ore. I just wish we had a few more good miners. But where are we supposed to find any around here? No matter how hard Dougie and Digby work, there's still only two of them. Any bright ideas? What are you grinning about? Did you think of a way to bring in more miners? We can use the builder's bell, you say? Are you talking about that old thing? When you ring it, the sound draws people in, and you become a better builder? Don't say. Well, you'd better give that thing a ring then, hadn't you? Yes, I have. I will give it the ultimate of ringies. Yep, cactus steak. The population of my base just got a little bit bigger. Now, what did I learn? Also, yes, I have a pot lid as a shield. Let's see, we got some walls, we got copper walls, got a saloon door, got some lighting, seats, stuff and things. Well, I mean, the design of the game was headed by Akira Toriyama, who is, he's the artist behind the style for Dragon Ball and Chrono Trigger. Yeah, so there, he actually designed the characters, the character models for all of the Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest games. So it fits that a Dragon Quest spin-off would also have the Dragon Ball Z-esque designs. He has they're all varied in a little bit, but it's very much that anime Dragon Ball style. It never really left. What the bleeding nor was that sound? I ain't never heard anything like it. It worked. It really worked. We found ourselves some new miners. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. I have this uncontrollable urge to make things again. Get you, Cody. You invented full flagons, barrels, and collections of bottles. Why, that's all the stuff for the pub. That ain't all he's figured out. He's figured out how to make keg counters and copper wall blocks too. I just hope there's enough copper down below for all this. You've been here 5 minutes and already you're inventing new stuff. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were getting into this. I mean, my character's a builder. He loves inventing and building. I would say that he's been into this for a very long time at this point. Oh, I missed that one. Whoops. Seeing as you brought him here, you best say hello to our new arrivals. Go on, give him a proper crumble dune welcome. Let's hit the bell so I can quickly gather up all that happiness. Let's get rid of that little new. And let's recruit these guys. Walcha, we heard the sound of the bell and came over to see what the commotion was. What's going on here? And why does it reek of metal? You're a builder. And not only that, you're rebuilding the pub and mining again? The children of Argon won't stand for it. I'm telling on you. Fuck. What are you, 5? The Underseer will hear about this. Oi, you lot. Hang about, Babs. Is that you? You was nothing more than an ankle biter the last time I saw you. How time flies, eh? Me and Cody have decided to get the mine up and running again. I want you to give us an hand. Eh? But that's heresy in the eyes of Argon. I'll never forget when the mines dried up and the children of Argon banned building. There was nothing left for us here. He was wailing, begging us not to go, but we had no choice. It was hamstrings versus heartstrings that day. I know we go back a long way, Babs, but we believe in the Master of Destruction now. We might have abandoned the mine, but we can't abandon our faith. But as long as the children of Argon don't hear about it, we're all yours. If we keep the digging nice and quiet, it won't do no harm. Yes, let's dig really quiet, guys. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tippy, tippy, tap. Shh. Don't tell anyone we're mining. You know, I only set off goddamn bombs in the mine. When you rang that bell, those miners came running like moths to a flame. Now they're on board. We should see a nice little upturn in output. Cody, you know, we was wrong about you. The monsters blinded us to the truth, but the glorious sound of that bell snapped us all back to our senses. What he means is, we're finished with the children of Argon. From now on, we want to help you build stuff. Alright. That's settled then. You've done so much for us already, Cody, but things are only just getting off the ground. Why don't we go and tell Goldie Rocks about the plan? The poor thing thinks he'll never be back to his gold self again. Hello, Babs. Hello, Builder. You find way to get metal for me? Hi, Goldie Rocks. Listen, we got something really important to tell you. Let me know if I miss anything out, won't you, Cody? Alright. So, we think there's a way to get more metal out of the mine. But we need to motivate the miners first. That's why we're going to build a pub. That'll get them digging away like Billy-O. And whatever the metal they find, we'll hand it over to you. You'll have your old powers back before you know it. And when that happens, the golden age will return and the copper, silver, and gold will be flowing through the tunnels like shiny rivers. Bab's very clever, very pretty. Me like you very much. But gold very deep underground. Very little gold. Need copper first. Become copper gold. You heard the man, Cody. We need to get mining, which means we need to build a pub to make the miners motivated to mine. Reckon you can rustle up a nice blueprint for us? I summon the great blueprint! Presto changeo, build a borrow! Cody, this is brilliant! It's the pub of me dreams, the old copper bar. The pub like this is our local. We can unwind after an hard day and get back in them mines bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every morning, ready to dig up even more metal. Hang about, Digby. That's easy for you to say. But you ain't seen the damage the children of Argon have done down there. This place is in the right state. We got some serious repair work to do before we can even think about picking our picks up to pick more holes in the tunnels. Big coincidence. Me have favors to ask, same as your favors. Not copying, honest. Alright, here's the main missions of this island. First favor, fix tunnels. Mine tunnels have bad damage, dangerous. Make tunnels safe. Miners go deeper in tunnels, get more metal. Build a bar. Second favor. Nice bar. Make nice bar. With nice bar, miners do more mining, get more metal. Give me 1,000 lumps of copper. Me become copper golem. So, first things first. We gotta give this manor a makeover and get me pub serving again. Cody, you're the key to making this happen. Yeah, make it a good one, will you? Games and waiters. Ooh, and dancing girls. Dressed up in cottontail costumes, just like the good old days. If we had a fancy gaff like that to roll into at the end of a shift, we'd be motivated like nobody's business. If it'd help that much, I don't mind being a dancing girl. Cool, blimey. You ain't pulling me leg, are ya? You'll really do it? For realsies? Truth is, my mom used to be a dancing girl. Seems kind of right that I follow in her footsteps. Is that right? Go on then, Babs. Get the fishnets on for your old ma's sake. Look, lads, I know your game. If I get all dressed up in fancy dancing clobber, you lot are just gonna sit around staring at me when there's work to be done. Tell you what, once we get the pub up and running again, I'll think about it. Get in. Oh, Babs, you made me a very happy miner. If bar built, Pretty lady look even prettier? Then must build pub. Must mine metal. Me want to see too. Get a grip, Goldilocks. We've got enough boneheads around here without you turning into one too. But about. Alright, let's talk to Digby here. We got something to live for now. Rebuilding the old copper bar. Or I can't wait to see the old place booming, even bigger and brighter than it was before. I know the boys will be just as fired up as I am. Soon enough, the metal's going to come pouring out of that pit, which is why I need you to do me a favor. As you know, a typical miner gets up at the crack of dawn and spends all day digging down in the mine. Evenings are for stress relief and are spent in the pub. But before we can start letting off steam, we always gather together in the middle of town and announce what we've dug up that day. That's where you come in. We need a place to turn in our finds and deliver the daily report. In other words, an accumulation station for the excavation declaration. Rolls right off the tongue. Back in the gold rush days, we used to do it over there, right next to where Goldilocks is sitting. We can't just go chucking our precious metal on the ground. Oh no. We need a trio of chests to store it, just like the good old days. All right, I can do that. I can make you a couple chesty chests. But first, I'm gonna make some of those. Okay, let's get 3 chests. 2 of these. 1 of these. You know what? Let's just make everything I can currently make. Alright. Make some of these. Oh, hello. What did I just learn? A carafe collection. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go farming some oil. Some Earl. And that requires copper. A lot of it. Alright, so the first things first. Let us put these here. Because that way, I can stay up here for a little bit and these guys will keep mining. Now we're ready to get mining again. Let me go over the nuts and bolts of the job one last time. As our star builder, you're in charge of fixing broken beams, removing rubble, and making the place safe. Once you've shored up a section, Dougie will lead in the lads and put them to work. Then, every evening, we'll tot up the day's haul, read out the accumulation declaration, and hand over the copper to Goldilocks. Of course, it'll stick in our craws to give our hard-earned loot away like that, but once Goldilocks is back to full strength, and the mine's bursting with gold again, we'll be rolling in it. The declaration takes place every day as soon as the sun goes down. We always ring a bell nice and loud before it starts so everyone can hear. Down in the mines, you'll lose all track of time. But if you keep an ear out for the daily report, you'll know when it's time to head up back top and hit the hay. The hay shall be hit. Time's of the essence. Take Dougie and Malroth and get yourself down them tunnels. You're the linchpin of this whole operation. As for me, I'll stay up here and mind the gaff while you're away. If any more miners turn up, I'll show them the ropes and keep them in line. Alright, Digby, I'll do it. I'd do anything to see the bar rebuilt and Babs happy, even if it means facing up to me crippling monstrophobia. I don't know if that's a real thing. Lovely, Jubbly. Now we got our roles sorted. There's only one thing left to do. We pray for the safety of the miners with the power of our pecs. It's flex time! Flex time? What's that? You ain't never heard of flex time before? I reckon you'd be good at it. Cody, not so much. You need a bit more meat on your bones if you want to join the peck party. Come on, Maroth. Join in. This is actually pretty fun. Am I doing it right? What are you guys even doing? What the fuck? Alright, Cody, your turn. It's time to put them tiddly triceps of yours to work. Sure. Yeah! Blimey, look at the biceps on him. I hereby proclaim you a bona fide crumble dunner. Alright. We got, look at the gun show over here. Right then, I'll lead the lads to the seams. You can follow us down when you're done prepping up here, Cody. Alright, you horrible lot. Get them rears and gears and down to the mine on the double. Down they go. Cody, you're heading back down in the mine, ain't you? Here, take this. It's nothing much, I know, but I made it specially for you, in case you get peckish. Okay? Thanks, lady. Oi, Cody, what did she just give you? Where's mine? It ain't fair. Well, if you ain't gonna share it with me, you better outfoot it after Dougie before I give you a piece of my mind. Oh, one more thing. If you spot Dougie gopping at the wall, he's probably trying to figure out a way through it. Make sure to help him with that, yeah? Geezer ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I know a thing or two about being pretty dumb. Some days, I got a really bad case of the dumb. Alright, let's... Okay, we got them all up. So, one more here. I believe it's that one. Chests here. Is this one 2 stories? Yeah, it's 2 up. I'm gonna go over to the barrel so I can see. Alright, so there's 3 up above the 3 I already placed, and then there's 3 over there. Okay, put you down here, and you down here, and you here. So which one's, where's one of the lanterns? One of the lanterns goes up here. And for the keg counter, that's over there. The sconce is on that wall. The 2 bits of crockery go onto the table. Bottles can go on top of the 2 barrels. The crockery goes here. And the keg table goes there. Alright. First end of the night. Listen here, lads. The light's fading fast, so we'd better get cracking with today's accumulation declaration. Gather around, lads. It's time to kick off today's declaration, and it looks like we've bagged a bumper haul. First up is Cody's share, and he won't be disappointed. Here goes. That's 5 lumps of coal, 2 chunks of copper, and that's all. Wow. Alright, guys. Thanks. We got, like, dick all there. Here's your share, Goldie Rocks. 20 lumps of copper. Thank you. Me need 980 more lumps of copper. Then me become copper golem. Alright, that's a lot. You boys deserve a digger's jig or 2 tonight. Just make sure you're up bright and early for more mining in the morning. And the end of a hard day's mining on Crumble Dun is signaled by the accumulation declaration. Once the miners' hall has been totted up, It's shared out between you and Goldie Rocks. Ugh. Okay, where's the sack go? Leather sack goes all the way at the back there. Oh, and the cask goes up. Okay, well I can't do that just yet. Well, they'll gather more and more amounts each day as I go further along the story quest, which unlocks more veins for them to mine, basically. That's not even. That's literally not even enough for me to fashion up another one. So I will just shore up the walls at the back here. I actually need to move that one so I can put that wall down. Um, that's not actually part of the thing. Yeah, it's getting a little closer there. Alright, so now I can put the leather sack. Yeah, that wasn't it. Damn it! Damn it! Stop that. All of you, stop that. That's the one. It's funny. I can't normally place it like up in the air like that, but if I grab it with the gloves, I can. Because magic. And now let's enclose a nice sleeping spot for these guys. After all, it's really hard to work a long haul if you don't get a good night's sleep, you know? Oh, I had the I had the trowel set to the wrong mode. Much nicer. That is a much nicer home. And now back down we go. Hey, buddy. Incidentally, I am happy to say that thanks to you, Terry, we are now up to 40 of my 50 followers to qualify for affiliate status. That's pretty cool. I never thought I'd get even half that far. Hey, what's that crate doing on the rail tracks? What? That old thing? There's a minecart. Use them to ride along the rails. Looks like we've reached one of the old loading stations. If we can mend the tracks and connect this station to the base, we'd have a convenient little transport route. We would we? Alright, Cody, I got a job for you. You saw the track running for the tunnel, right? Well, it looks like this is the last stop on the line. If you fixed up the track, it'd make hauling our diggings back a whole lot easier. You don't expect us to carry it all all home in our pockets, do you? You need to lay a piece of track wherever there's a section missing, or the minecarts will grind to a halt. If you need more bits of railway to finish the repairs, there should be plenty of unused track line about the place. It's showing a blank spot because I already grabbed those. Yeah, I remember seeing some on the way over. Might be a good idea to pick up all the track we find on our way back to base. Out of the goodness of me art, I'll give you the track you need. It is kind of far back to base though. Tell you what, just do up to that first stop sign for now. Think you can handle it? Just go back the way you came, keeping a mince pie out for any breaks in the track. Use that minecart if you like. If you ever want to have a natter about the finer details of laying a good minecart track, just give a shout. Well then, that's the loading station connected with the first stop sign on the route. In case you ain't noticed, you can make a station by placing a stop sign next to a piece of track. Every time a minecart passes a station, it'll stop. Pretty convenient, don't you think? Now you got the basic down. It's time to use that track to connect the line all the way back to base. And don't worry if you run out of track. Just grab some more from one of the old lines we using no more. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Ride the cart. And that's where we stop. It appears that we have a little something that we need to do. Okay, let's rebuild the track here. Track is rebuilt. Oh, there's a little bit more. Tracks are fully finished. Nice one, Cody. Our lives will be an whole lot easier now that we can cart it to the loading station and back. Minecart will run wherever there's a stretch of track. Riding the rails ain't half fun. It's quicker than walking, too. Well then, how's about you, me, and Malroth take the maiden voyage on a fancy new track? Hold on. There's 3 of us, but only 1 minecart. You don't expect us all to cram in there together, do you? Don't get your knickers in a twist, Malroth. If he makes a wooden cart for each of us and whacks them side by side on the track, we can all ride together. What do you say? If you rustle up a few more carts, we can all lead them back down to the mine in style. And that ain't the only thing. I want to have a shufty And what's on the other side of that bridge? What the fuck is a shufty? Alright. Now I can make my own track, stop sign, etc. Which after this point, I generally don't really bother with the minecarts. Because even though their characters have to walk the whole way, past those points, the amount that you get from Goldie Rocks is still the same. Or 4 Goldie Rocks, my bad. Okay, I'm just moving these in here so that I can make a pseudo kitchen. That way, Babs will get to work earlier on. Because if she works earlier, then she can make food for me, and I can just pop in and grab some. If I recall correctly. Oh, right. I need multiple bonfires. So before I go back down into the mine, one of the things I'm going to have to do is get closer to the oasis. First, let's at least finish up the wall section for the pub. There we go. Oh, wait, no, there's one more. There is 3 more. Oh, that wasn't it. We're good, right? Okay, we're good there. I'm going to put that one away. And now, I'm going to head out, and we are going to go take on these guys. Come on. So the main thing I need to grab is I need to kill some slimes. Because I need oil. Lots and lots of oil. Generally, if you hang around the same area for a little while, the enemies start spawning in faster. I say generally because that's not always true, but we just did get a fairly large amount of slimes in the area. Okay, so that's enough for 2 more campfires. Still need a fair bit more slime. And you know what? Some extra meat cannot hurt. And with that, 9, that should be good for now. Yeah. 2 more campfires. That'll get us a kitchen. 1 more lantern. And of the things we still need, I need to make some more diggers jiggers. Yeah. So I made a mushroom cook room. Babs is gonna want us to make that later on. Essentially, because I had that mushroom in the room as well when I made the kitchen, it converted it into a mushroom cook room. And that's the one that she specifically wants for a quest. All right. Sometimes it can be tricky to figure out um, what category the items I need to find are in. Well, those ones aren't showing up in the Builderpedia, so I'm just going to look down here. Okay, so yeah, I need 1 more of that, and I've got enough for the rest. 1 more Digger's Jigger, and then I can keep that. So the interesting thing about the kegs is when you make drinks in the kegs, they have they tend to give you a movement speed or a stamina boost, which lowers how much your stamina drains when you sprint. Oh, I need some more. I need some stone, do I? Stone. Well, good thing there's some stone right here. I'd say that's the perfect amount. You know, I remember playing a Wild Arts game a long, long time ago. I have no idea which one it was though. I do remember. I believe it was on the PS2, but that was forever and ever ago. All right, we're getting very close there. So normally, you would finish up this bar after you get to a certain point in the story part where you're unlocking the mine, and there would be like this notification. It's like, oh, the miners are reinvigorated. They'll mine more ore now. Um, it could be. Honestly, I wouldn't know, and it's been so long at this point that you could actually show me screenshots, and I don't think I would recognize it. But yeah, let's head back into the mine. Oh wait, he wanted me to he wanted me to make those extra mine carts, didn't he? Yeah, you can in the first island you got this special little thing that I could uh you can basically glide. And I agree. It is so incredibly helpful. And honestly, if I had that in like if I had that in Minecraft back when I was active, like I know they've added like the elytra and that, um, that would have been so handy for getting various places, especially with all the places that I always set up for my base. That's cool. I've never seen that object. Timbered wall. Oh, I know that. That's kind of funny. Greg Miller had to do it. All right, you guys give the little berries. I need to kill some of the. I need to kill these moles in order to get fur. Get a mushroom too. I don't care about that guy. Oh yeah, and we need to blow some more shit up. All right, it's time to blow some more shit up. Oh, shit has been well and thoroughly blown up. Oh, there's a big guy. Big guy died. Big guy died very quickly. He was alive, then he was not. Another thing that would be super handy is, and I've seen this in a couple mods as well for Minecraft, is these bombs. These are amazing. Just like, hey, suddenly this entire section of stone is now gone. Oh, there is the warp crystal. All right, so now I can warp straight from the base to this dig site. Gordon, Bennett, and a bat for brunch. Them lot are part of Argon's army. Cody, Melra, keep them filthy blighters away from me. All right, no worries, man. I'll beat the crap out of them. I win. Da 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 da. Phew. Thanks for sorting that. I thought I was gonna have an heart attack. I've gotta say, Cody, you ain't half bleeding strong for a skinny geezer. But would you look at the state of this place? Argon's monstery mates must have been using it as a lair. Filthy beggars. They messed this gaff up good and proper. I can't believe they'd treat such terrific tunnels with such disrespect. It's unforgivable. If me monstrophobia hadn't turned me into such a blinking coward, I'd get me own back at them black skites. Make no mistake. Let's see now. Here, I recognize this place. Used to be one of the main excavation sites back in the day. There's definitely metal to be mined here once we got a few more miners on board. Let's head back up top and give Digby a quick status update. Don't forget to activate the Navi Globe if you haven't already. No! These tunnels are like a maze, all twisty and turny. If you ever lose your way, then glowing globes are just the ticket for getting yourself back on track. Okay. You know what? Let's make you go boom. Let's make you go boom too. Oh yeah, by the time you finish this island, you will have probably well over 10,000 clodstone, just because of the nature of it all. So before I go back up there, I am going to open up the pathway because since I have played the game before, I actually know where the area ahead is. That part wasn't instantly revealed with sand. It was the same color as the rest of the place. Oh, I leveled up. Hey, that's good. Maximum HP increased. What did I learn? Please give me a copper sword. Hey. Called it. So he hasn't given me the quest for this yet. Bronze Age reached. Well, not even bronze. Just straight up copper for the moment. Oh, we've finished. Listen here, lads. The light's fading fast, so we better get cracking with today's accumulation declaration. Gather round, lads. It's time to kick off today's declaration, and it looks like we've bagged a bumper all. First up is Cody's share, and he won't be disappointed. Here goes. 11 lumps of coal and 8 chunks of copper. And that's all. Here's your share, Cody Rocks. 90 lumps of copper. So you see, we've got a better haul than we did yesterday, because now we've opened up the second one. Well, they actually just deposit it in the thing there, and they wrap up every day. If I complete, yeah, it basically just drops it in the thing. Like, it doesn't go straight into my inventory. It goes into that chest there. But the way the game works is that, when you go to craft something, any chest in the base area, no matter how far away it is from the crafting table, can be used. But yeah, basically, it generally doesn't factor in anyway. And if I complete all the quests for like the copper stuff, like for the copper one, it's building the bar and getting all the way through the upper area of the mine. If I do that, then the next night they will instantly complete whatever Goldie Rocks' copper requirement is. So if it's like, if I still had 800 left, it would instantly give him 800. Alright, that's your lot. You boys deserve a digger's jigger or two tonight. Just make sure you're up bright and early for more mining in the morning. So it's not really grinding, it's just like, it starts slow, and then once you've completed the story quest they're intending to go through, it's like, hey, you finished the quest? Alright, let's just start giving you all the ore you need. It just starts slow so that there's actually time for you to process the quests. Did I go the right way? No. Kinda, basically. It's kind of like training, but it's also kind of a pacing thing. And of course, very fitting in line with being a Dragon Quest game, it gives the game a lot more excuse for people to talk. And if you've ever played Dragon Quest, the characters love to talk. Also, because it's evening, now they don't do the mining, so the evening is where I'm completely free to explore along. However, right near within the first the last couple hours before dawn hits, there's generally a really powerful ghost. He hurts a lot when you're at the early levels of the expansion or of each island, but gradually he becomes the guy that you can farm. Speaking of levels, I've said this before in earlier parts, but every island increases your level cap. So the first story island, your level cap is 10. Second island, this one, your level cap is 20. Third one, it's 30, and then when you beat the game, it's 35. Or no, when you're in the secret island, it's 35, and then past that, I believe the final level in the post game is 50. All right. This is the iron dig site. So this is the next area they want me to go to, and kind of the last area for the copper bar. And then just like in the first island where you had 3 phases for the main big building project, there's 3 big building missions on this island. And each one of them are represented by bars. So we've got the copper bar for the first big mission, and then we're going to build the silver bar, and then we're going to build the gold bar. And each of them corresponds with a different phase of Goldie Rocks, the big golem that we're getting the ore for. Each one corresponds to a different phase of his evolution. All right, so there's I don't have the blueprint, but I remember a fair bit about this section. I'm gonna try to rebuild some of it in advance. I had the wrong item. Alright, and the last thing is 2 sconces. Which I need to make a torch. Then I can make 2 sconces. And I had just enough copper. Just enough copper ingots to make the 2 sconces. I actually think this is exactly all that I need. I wonder. Oh, also, I'm dumb because, set off a bomb. Bomb has AoE. But, chunk of iron. There we go. And now I've learned to create a few things. I've learned how to create iron ingots. Yes, very much kaboom. Unfortunately, the kaboom also blew up my lantern, which disappeared somewhere. I don't know where that is anymore. So I'll have to go find it. Oh yeah, that yellow guy is the ghost I was talking about. He's kind of annoying. But because I have that poison needle that can insta-kill an enemy, if I get really lucky, he will insta-kill him, and I'll get 200 experience. Also, yeah, the bombs explode like an enormous radius. That's the crazy thing. Well, actually, it's the same Reaper graphic from like the original like 1980s Dragon Quest. Also, as you just saw, he hits hard. Like, he hits Malroth for 29 damage, and Malroth has a lot more defense than I do. Rip. Oi, stop playing around. You don't really get any penalties, though. There isn't really a penalty for dying. Like, see, I still have all my stuff. Yeah, there's Yggdrasil leaves in this game. You can get those. Your other option is because Yggdrasil leaves are really rare. Your other option is to stuff things. Also, I don't have enough copper. I don't have enough coal right now, so I'm just gonna make a few copper bars and a few iron bars. Your other option is just to not die, scrub. The main downside to dying in this game is essentially you lose the opportunity for that fight. So if you die while fighting a one of the mini bosses or just the bosses, you have to restart the fight. Oh yeah, I believe there is one Yggdrasil leaf on every story island. So yeah, they are pretty rare. But, like, aside from the very beginning of each island, it's extremely rare that you're going to die. Like, well, I say that, but like, if you're not paying attention, sure, you can die. Like, if you're just letting everything hitting you and not dying at all, or like not dodging at all and not paying attention and not even trying to heal yourself, then yeah, absolutely you can die. Nice one, Cody. You've done a stellar job opening up them tunnels again. Put in a proper shift. Now we can get to the old excavation station. The metal's sure to come pouring in. I've got high hopes for the next evening report. But I got a bone to pick with you. Babs gave you something before you packed up down the pit, didn't she? Some kind of heartfelt home cook handout? What's all that about then? I'll tell you now, Sonny Jim. I ain't giving up without a fight. From now on, you and me are rivals for Babs' affection. Stop right there, Digby. If anyone's deserving of Babs' affections, it's me. Don't you even think about trying to wheedle your way into her good books. You're all full of it. That lass has looked up to me since she was a babbling baby. There's only one fella in Babs' eyes, McGrog, the mighty master of metalworker. Wait, you were a grown-up when she was a baby? That's a little creepy, buddy. Maybe don't say that out loud. Yeah, maybe don't voice that. You all wrong. Babs is angel, pretty angel. Me like pretty angel Babs best. Put a sock in it, will you? Malroth? I don't know what the heck you idiots are talking about, but this place would be nothing without me and Cody. You all belong to us, the dancing girl to be included. Oh, you're like a pack of bleeding animals. You're talking about me daughter here. Me pride and joy. When it comes to Babs, what I say goes. And I say you can all get right out of it. I ain't having it no more. You're all me rivals now. Every single one of you. I ain't gonna let you bleeders beat me. No blinking chance. Alright. Hello, Cody. I hear things are going swimmingly down in the mine. That's bleeding marvelous. Just make sure you give me old Copper Bar a bit of attention now and then. Don't forget how important it is to the miner's mentality. If we had a couple of simple slipper sets, a lonely miner could drown his sorrows in peace. Check the blueprint to see where I need them placed. Whack a full flagon on top of a stone table, stick a stone stool next to it, and Bob's your uncle. Make sure there's 2 of them. The improvements to the bar make the miners more motivated. Now they mine more metal. Oh my days! The bar is looking more and more like its old self. Once this gap's finished, the miners will be able to devote themselves to digging during the day, safe from the knowledge they can come here at night and dump their stresses at the door. I can picture it now. It'll be just like the gold rush days, back when the island was buzzing and business was booming. People flocked here from far and wide, hoping to strike it lucky in the mines and walk away millionaires. Plenty did, until the day the diggings dried up. Miners turned into monsters, fighting tooth and claw over every last speck of metal. That's when the children of Argon showed up. They said the only way to stop the scrapping was to close down the mine for good. They had a point, you know. But while the bitter fighting might have stopped, the moment them tunnels was sealed off was the moment our dreams died. To tell you the truth, I'm still on the fence about going against them. You show me that building ain't bad. In fact, it's bleeding brilliant. I believe in you, Cody. Let's get this island up and running again. Oh, another quest from Den. The pub's coming along nicely, and the mine's looking more and more like a proper working pit. But the more tunnels you open up, the more workers you'll need to fill them. It's about time you rang that blessed bell again and brought in a few new faces. With a few our miners, our metal output will go up, and I can get more bums on seats in me pub. And the more they drink, the more they dig. It's a win-win situation. If you ain't banked up enough energy just yet, make yourself busy and see if there's anyone needing a favor or two. That's sure to earn you some gratitude. Alright, let's do a... Oh. We're so close to finishing the bar that now I just need to add like one thing each time. Let's see what we got left. 5 more things. So I got the 3 dartboards and the 2 pub signs, and that's it. Hi, Cody. Looks like you're making decent progress rebuilding Dad's pub. We got a good thing going with the drinks, but we're still missing a signature dish. Something that'll fill the miner's belly after a long day of digging. I've got an idea for what I want to do, but I can't do it myself. Can you help me? Yeah. Thanks. What I want is a room all me own, where I can try out some of the recipes I've been thinking up. It'll need a mushroom in it, a chest, and 2 bonfires. Everything you need to make a mushroom cook room. All kinds of different fungi grow in the tunnels, but they're pretty fragile. I need a live one for me room, so don't mash it with your mallet. Pick it up nice and gently with your gloves. Is that me mushroom cook room? It's lovely. You can almost smell the spores. This place will be perfect for tending mushrooms and rustling up some recipes. Give me a bit longer and I'm sure I can come up with an idea for the pub's signature dish. Hey? You reckon I'm a thoughtful daughter, the way I'm always thinking about how to build up me dad's bar? It ain't nothing, really. I just want to make a dish that'll give the lads the energy they need down in the mine. If anything, you're the thoughtful one. The way you stuck around to help us all out, I suppose that fellow feeling of yours must have rubbed off on me. Well, it's high time I knuckled down and got to work on this recipe. You'll help me if I need it, right? Yeah, absolutely. Alright, what about you? With a builder like you on our side, I'm sure the glory days will return to Crumble Dune soon enough. You can hardly believe we let the children of Hargon fool us for so long. Building, the root of all evil? What a load of cobblers. But you've shown us the light. You've shown us that we don't have to spend our whole lives living in the Dark Ages. Speaking of darkness, do you know what I think this town could do with? Some streetlights. It gets far too gloomy after dark. We could really do with brightening the place up a bit. 10 sconces should be plenty to make things nice and bright. It might help keep the ghosts and ghoulies away too. Yeah, that's another thing. That one ghost, that's easily the most powerful thing you'll fight aside from a boss. He's repelled by light. So if you're in your base and you've got torches around, he'll run away from it. How's it going, Cody? I've been watching you build her and whatnot, and I gotta say, you work pretty hard for someone so puny. Now we got more miners living here. We need a few more facilities, starting with a proper place to rest our aching muscles after a day down the pit. I'm talking about a dormitory, ain't I? Small room with 8 beds, a trio of pots, and an inn sign on the wall should do. It's gotta be a small room, that's the most important thing. Burly boys like us can't sleep without our bulging biceps bumping up against one another. Well, these guys like getting real cozy. Okay, we got an inn sign. Well, the room is still technically small. So let's look at what we got. Well, I need 3 pots. I need to squeeze those buggers in there. Gotta get the inn sign. That's important. And what was the other thing? Well, I don't have any copper. But I can plunk down some torches for now. Oh wait, he actually does want like straight up sconces. My bad. All right, I guess I do need the copper. Never mind. Thanks, Cody. The place looks much brighter now. As you've no doubt noticed, life in this town revolves around 2 things: the mine and the pub. During the day, the miners head underground and work the seams. Then, after the sun sets, they head to the bar and work their drinking machines. Can you see where Crumble Dune earned its reputation as the town that never sleeps? Yep, those blokes love living it up in the pub till the early hours, and now that we have lights to ward off mean spirits, they can. All that's missing is their drinking hole. Well, I don't have any more errands for you right now, but if you wanted to place a few more streetlights about town, you won't hear me complaining. Alright. And then the last thing is this guy. There's 1 pot there. Put 1 there. And then let's hang up the inn sign. Now we've got the small dormitory. Where are you going? Where are you going? Get over here. It's like my dreams have been answered. This dormitory's perfect. The lads will be chuffed to bits. Blimey, Cody. Why'd you have to be so nice and clever and pretty? Listen here. You stick to Malroth, alright? Or Goldie Rocks, if that's your thing. Don't you even think about getting your hooks into Babs. She's mine. No. Oh, what the? What's got into you, Goldilocks? Cody ain't your type? God. Pretty lady not belong to you. Me like pretty lady too. Oh, for crying out loud. You give a guy a copper bonce and he only goes and gets ideas in it. You gotta hand it to him, though. Never misses a chance to give us 2 nuggets worth of, when Bab's name crops up. One-track mind, that fella. You're not really any better, buddy. Alright then, game on. But if I was Babs and I had to pick between an half-baked builder, a metal-headed moron, or Digby the iron-habbed Adonis, I know who I'd choose. Alright. I have expanded the base. It is now level 2. Now it is even basier. Population got a little bit bigger. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a there's a number of miners who just joined us. That's another thing that'll make the increase the yield of the ores that I get. All right, we can make iron blocks now, silver brick, wooden door, connecting windows. We got a bed, a proper bed, that is. Connecting counters. We got a bar counter, screens, water jug, playing card, dumbbells. We got a plant pot. We got mining tools, pub sign, and a dartboard. We got everything we need to finish the pub. The sound of that bell is like music to my ears, I tell you. I feel better at building stuff already. Hello. Looks like we got some newcomers to show around. Now we'll be digging up metal like nobody's business. That bell's bleeding brilliant. So, you can make iron blocks and silver brick blocks now. You're getting a bit ahead of yourself. We haven't found any iron or silver yet. Yes, we have. Did I spy playing cards and a dartboard in that book of yours? That's great. A few games will liven up the pub to no end. I got a feeling life in this old town's about to perk right up. All you need to do is build what you've invented, isn't it? I'm so happy. Well, don't just leave the new lad standing there, Cody. Go over and give him a good old crumbled and hello. Okay. We legged it over here as soon as we heard that ringing sound, but we never expected to find all this. What's going on here, then? Hold on. You ain't fixing up the tunnels and digging for metal by any chance, are you? The children of Argon are dead against anything of the sort. When the boss hears about this, you're for it, sunshine. Oi, you. You leave Cody alone here. I'll be having none of that talk in this town. Is this a dream? A mirage? What's a gorgeous girl like you doing in a scruffy dump like this? I'll tell you. We ain't following the children of Argon no more. We're following this builder instead. We're rebuilding the bar and reopening the mine. Are you with us or not? Does Babs here gotta smack a bitch? Oh, blimey, she's a devil in disguise. Argon will have our guts for garters if he catches wind what's going on here. Also, you might have noticed, this game is very British. It very much has UK slang and the like. It was the same thing in the other island. I think actually the localization team is from the UK. Because I think it's the same localization team that did Dragon Quest XI. And that game is also very English. That said, if you don't catch wind, then maybe it ain't a problem. Forget the children or whatnot. I'm staying put. Whatever you need, just say the word. Just not to Argon, yeah? Good day. Sergey is the name. The sound of the bell brought me here too. But unlike these fickle fellows, I, for one, shall not be renouncing my faith. Still, the lady would make far more pleasant company than these boorish barbarians. Very well, vile builder. I shall stay here too, and protect this fair maiden from your sinful influence. But know this. Should you construct anything that brings calamity upon our heads, I shall inform the children at once. Oh, hey, Tiger, you're finally here. But know this. Should you construct anything that brings calamity upon our heads, I shall inform the children at once. Sergey and a six-pack of strapping pitmen move into town. No worries. It's all good. Well in, Cody. More miners means more punters in the pub, and more metal coming out of the mine. It also means more burly blokes chasing after me darling Babs, too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really a good father making her live in a rough, tough place like this. Me missus passed away years back. Since then, I've been raising Babs single-ended. I love that girl more than life itself. She's the fine apple of me eye. Oh, Cody, what have I done? How could I ever think it'd be okay to let Babs, me own flesh and blood, dress up like some salad-munching sideshow? Maybe I should just pull on the fishnets myself. It wouldn't get the bar bustling like Babs would, but I reckon it'd tickle the fancy of a fair few of these fellers. Dad, you don't have to do that. I've decided. I'm going to be a dancing girl just like Mum was. Oh, my darling. You made your old dad proud. Where the fuck did she go? She phased through the fucking boulder. And kind of miffed that I won't get to wear a lovely leotard myself. Den, are you saying that you didn't really want to be a bartender? Do you have some secret desires? Yeah, she was game sharking. Dude, she did the thing where you pull the where you slightly pull the cartridge out and then quickly push it back in. Did anyone else do that? Or just me? I wasn't cool enough to have a Game Shark. I had to find creative ways to do it. I didn't get a Game Shark till long after the console was no longer being sold. Hello there, Cody. Now we've got a few more miners on board. Opening up the deeper mine shafts is a real possibility. Leave it to me, McGrog. I'll lead the lads as deep can be and see what we can find. If memory serves, there's a vein of iron just past where you found the copper. That'd come in very handy for rebuilding the pub. Iron, eh? Lovely jubbly. Me and the lads will go and scope it out. Meet us in the mines when you're ready. I'll meet you guys down there. I already did that. You off down to the mine again, Cody? Here, take these. Hey, I made them myself. Well, can't have you getting hungry now, can we? Thanks, lady. Hey, how come you get a lovingly crafted lunch and I get diddly squat? It's not fair. Anyway, don't forget that your job isn't all about mining for metal. You've also got to fix up the tunnels so the miners can get to the seams. Righto. Once you've led them safely to the iron, bring me back 10 lumps so I can give it a once-over. What was that you picked up? Was it iron? Yeah, because I already did the quest. Old man McGrog said he wanted 10 lumps, so we can't stop yet. Let's try and find some more. The softwood that I repaired, I just completed that part, apparently. Game's like, hey, slow down. I'm trying to catch up here. See, now we're getting to the part where food isn't really a big problem. Oh, this is going to be funny. I'm going to cancel this, which is going to give me the iron that I need. Or not. Oh, I think it's because I actually have to... I think I have to actually go to the spot. I mean, yeah, I got... well, I'm not surprised that you have a cheat device for every console you've ever had. I'm just saying that I didn't... like, the first Game Shark I got was for the Super Nintendo, but I didn't get it until, like, long after the N64 was a thing. Like I got my all of my Game Sharks at thrift stores. Watch it, Cody. Watch it, Maroth. Glad you can make it. Me tingling triceps tell me there's a tunnel on the other side of this wall. We could have knocked it down without your help, but we thought it best to wait. Actually, you could probably just barely see it, but just over there, just under the shelf that I've got my food on, is my N64. Fancy putting that hammer of yours to good use? A rusty wrecking ball will do the trick too. Go on, do us a favor and get this wall down. Nice one! I knew there was another tunnel behind that wall. Let's push on, lads. I reckon there's an old stinking load of iron down this way. Just a word of advice. If we catch any of the lads staring into space, it could be a sign we spotted the problem. So don't make us suffer in silence. Maybe we can sort it out. Alright. Let's head around. I'm gonna run way ahead of you guys, because I don't like any of you. I've cleared through like 90% of this. At this point, the only thing left is literally to do the quest for him, which is going to make me do the blueprint. Surprise demon buddy! Cody, me pecs are pulsating to the unmistakable rhythm of iron. This must be the place. This scaffolding ain't in the best nick, though. Don't even look like we can climb the flippin' thing to sink our picks into the metal up top. What do you reckon? Think you could draw us up one of your famous blueprints? Once that thing's prepared, I can send the lads up without having to worry about them falling off and breaking their necks. Let's see if I did a smart play and I already built the blueprint. Ooh, so close. Yeah, I was just missing the sconce. And the only reason that I was missing that is because I was a dumb and I used my bomb and I blew up the sconces. Is that the blueprint for the scaffolding? Looks like you got this all figured out. As soon as the ladder and the platform are fixed, me and the lads will shimmy up there and get to work on the seam. We need a nice long ladder to get up there. Get the first few rungs in place, then you can build the rest as you climb. If you're looking for somewhere to work your builder and magic, there's a workbench just over there. Hey Cody, I've been watching you, you know. Watching you build stuff on Furrowfield, back on our island, and now here on Crumble Dune. I think I got the hang of it now. Let me have it go on that workbench, will you? Alright. Okay, here goes. And then you do it like this, right? Huh? Gah. Arrgh! Why can't I do it? Why? Everyone else can build stuff, but whatever I try, nothing works. That voice was right. Maybe I really am just a master of destruction. Ah, forget it. Why do I need to build anything anyway, when I've got a real-life builder by my side? You could take care of the crafting, but if any monsters need mashing, I'm your man. Okay, where is it? I need the sconce. I need the torch. I need the oil. Damn it. Alright. We're gonna have to temporarily put the kibosh on that one. As for the dartboard, I can get the last of the bar finished at least. The improvements to the bar make the miners more motivated. Now they'll mine more metal. And I have completed the bar. Funny enough, if you just go through this without like focusing on anything, usually you'll complete the bar midway into going for the silver golem quest. The copper bar is completely rebuilt. Now the miners will mine more metal. Cody! You finished rebuilding the pub. I just love what you've done with it. I'm sure Dad'll be thrilled to bits with his new gaff. Come on, let's go and tell everyone the good news. So now that I got this, I should get a boatload of copper. Oh, Cody, do a favor for me. Thank you, Cody. You're off to a good start, all right. When the gold rush hits again, there'll be so much metal pouring out of the mine, you won't believe your eyes. 10 million fireflies. And when Babs pulls on that cottontail costume, your peoples will pop out on stalks. I know mine will. All right, keep it in your pants, buddy. That's as may be, but I ain't stepping in a single fishnet unless you do everything Goldie Rocks asks for first. Remember? Babs kind. Babs caring. Babs become dancing girl for me. Me not worthy. Now don't worry, Goldie Rocks. I ain't putting myself out. I've always wanted to be a dancer like me dear old mom. The only reason I'm waiting is to get these wasters working. Speaking of which, there's the little matter of Goldie Rocks' other favor. How's that coming along? It's coming along. Shut up. Alright. So, in order to get the sconces, I need to make some torches. I need some oil. And guess who's got the oil right here? That's enough. I want to try to finish this before the end of the day. Okay. Now, let's go into the iron dig site. I've got the 2 sconces. Oh. And I completed the scaffolding. Terrific job, Cody. Now we can reach the iron all the way up by the roof. And up they go. I've got to say, this scaffolding looks sturdy as. It's bleeding brilliant having a builder like you on hand. Make no mistake. Just to let you guys know, I didn't build the platform part of the scaffolding. I literally just made the stone stairs and a ladder. That's it. This stuff, the wood there has been here for decades, probably. Up. Now the scaffold's in place, we can take our mining to a whole new level. Alright, lads. It's time to get digging. You too, Cody. Get your hammer out. McGrog wanted you to bring him 10 lumps of the gray stuff, right? Well, all up all the iron we find ourselves later on. Keep an ear out for the next evening report, yeah? Oh, and just a friendly reminder, make sure you activate the Naviglobe over there before you leave. You'll regret it if you don't. Oh yeah, the NPCs in this game are not very intelligent. You made short work of that. 10 bits of iron in the bag already. How's about you go give them lumps to McGrog and leave some for the rest of us? Oh, and Cody, I don't know if you're aware, but there's 2 levels to these mines. an upper one, and a lower one. I reckon we've explored pretty much all we can up here. Why don't you and me see if we can't find the way down to the lower level before you head up to see McGrog? Luckily for you, I know just the place to start looking. Follow me. Go on. Where are you going? And this part is where I have to get an upgrade to the hammer, because I can't break that rock. Looks like a dead end. Sorry to drag you all the way down here. But if me quivering quadriceps are to be believed, I'd say there's another tunnel behind this blocky rockage. Problem is, that stone looks too hard to crack. I don't think that mallet of yours is up to the job, or your rusty wrecking balls neither. You're welcome to try, but I say we have a word with McGrog. See what old Glossy Bonds thinks. Maybe Mr. Master Metalworker would be able to knock up something with that iron you found. Alright, now let's do the thing. The stuff and the thing. Ah, you found the iron. I take it the miners are able to work the seams now? A builder like you could make some useful tools out of iron. A metal mallet would break blocks better than that wooden thing I've seen you flailing around. But more importantly, what's the situation with you and Babs? What do you mean you don't know what I mean? Ha! Don't play dumb with me, laddie. I saw the look in her eyes when she handed you those shrooms on a stick. Can you dig around it? No, the game is actually pretty. The developers were pretty smart about that. You could try to dig around it, but you'll always find like a barrier that's too hard for your current hammer. Believe me, I've tried. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not competing for Bab's affection like those hooligans. I just want to know what I have to do to get some of her delicious home cooking myself. So about those shrooms she gave you. Are there any leftovers? Mind sharing a little with me? At least let me lick the juice off the stick. Cody, is it just me, or have you noticed that whenever Babs comes up, the people here start acting all strange? Love, you say? Never heard of it. If you find any, can you give me a bit? It's not an object, Malroth. Just experience it. No, experience, but get some love in your life. Oh, Smurf Village. Yeah, Smurf Village, basically. So you finally got your hands on some iron, eh? You're making good progress down there. But it won't all be plain sailing. I promise you that. Sooner or later, you'll bump into a section of tunnel too tough for that wooden mallet. You'll need a harder hammer if you want to break those rocks. And for that, we'll need a smithy. A blacksmith's home away from home. I want you to make the walls entirely out of iron blocks. I find surrounding yourself with iron brings out the best in a blacksmith. Inside, I want a forge, a leather sack, a pot, and a chest. Then we'll be all set for some serious ironmongery. It's going to take some work. It's going to take a lot of work. A lot of work. And this particular quest is fairly glitchy. Not in the sense that it just that like it can lock up your game or anything like that. It just really does not like it prefers to be like really finicky in how it determines that you've made the smithy. And it's really annoying. It's really hard to. It can be really hard at times to get the game to flag it as having. Well, I say that it flags it as the smithy in the code. Like you'll walk into the room and it'll say, "Smithy, you've made it." But McGrog specifically wants it made entirely out of iron, and even if you do that, he tends to. Sometimes the game just won't flag that he's that you've made it entirely out of iron, and it makes me very salty. Sometimes what I'll do is I will make a version of the smithy just to flag, just to get his flag going properly. Specifically, I will make it just with the items. It usually doesn't give a blueprint unless you're making like special custom stuff. This is just like make a room that's a smith that counts as a smithy that's completely encased in iron. So it's not something that requires a blueprint. Also, we are about to come to the end of the day where we'll get to see just how much. Last time we got, I believe it was 12 chunks of copper. So we'll get to see how crazy that's going to be. Oh shit! We got a monster attack! Never mind. Listen here, lads. The light's fading fast. Alright, I'm going to stop reading that because he just says the same thing every night. And we're going to have a lot of nights on this island. Gather round. Alright, let's see what the haul is. 57 lumps of coal, 10 chunks of iron, and 18 chunks of copper. Here's your share, Goldie Rocks. 361 lumps of copper. Thank you. Me need 529 more lumps of copper. Then me become copper. Yeah, so that was a lot more. The last one that Goldie Rocks got, because Goldie Rocks gets the lion's share, he only got 81 last time. Actually, just for a safe measure, I am also going to make the floor out of iron, just to make absolutely sure the whole damn thing is iron. Fortunately, you don't have to put roofs on the thing or anything. It's just, this is good enough. I accidentally had 2 of those. I need a pot. And I have a lot of those too, so that explains it. Alright, there we go. Okay, it flagged just fine. Good job with the new smithy. You got a real knack for this kind of thing. Dead Smith. Well, I mean, to be fair, it has an open top. You got a real knack for this kind of thing. And also the forge is made of stone. So it's not going to conduct the heat down into the iron as easily. The smell of freshly smelted iron has never smelt so good. You can do great work in a smithy like this. But making ingots is a time-consuming task. We can work more efficiently with 2 forges on the go. I'll leave the final decision up to you. More to the point, have you tried your hand at ironmongering yet? Maybe the heavy metal paneling will provide some food for thought in that builder's brain of yours. Smith jerky. Just imagine, forged iron clashing against solid rock. I'm sure something will come to mind. I know they say you can't rush creativity, but have you really not figured it out yet? Also, you only need the smithy to be made like that just for this quest. Like, I'm immediately going to turn it back into the big crafting room that I like. A sledgehammer, of course. I knew you'd figure something out. A hardened hammer like that won't bounce off tough rocks like that weak wooden thing. Well, time to break out the anvil and the elbow grease. Have you got everything you need to make it? If not, it's back down to the mine you go. Ooh. Nope, never mind. I got everything I need. Got plenty of that to go. And now, I got the smashy hammer. Instead of my wooden mallet. Cody! What the heck is that? It looks kind of like your old hammer, but much more smashy. Hey, I said that. It really suits you. But the real proof of the pudding is in the smashing. Let's go test that thing out on some poor unsuspecting rocks. How come you're the only one who gets a shiny new toy? I want you to make something nice and dangerous for me too. Don't worry, I will, after I level up. That's a fine sledgehammer you crafted there, Cody. I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use down in the mine. When I see you, sledgehammer in hand, it fills me with confidence. If anyone can rebuild the pub and revive the mine, you can. But there's something I gotta get off my chest. We gotta get the children of Hargon off the island. They've been running the show around here for too long. No matter how many of us see the light and reject Hargon's ways, so long as his lackeys are still around spending their lives, we'll never bring the good days back to Crumble Dune. This island is ruled by the Underseer, one of the children's top brass. If you can defeat her, it'll put Crumble Dune back in our islands and give Hargon a proper poke in the eye. Poke. Watch it, Cody. I heard you got yourself a sledgehammer now. Sounds like just the tool we've been looking for. Remember that rocky blockage Dougie said you couldn't break down? Well, I reckon that new hammer of yours could do a smashing job on it. Cody, before you go, take these. I made them myself. You know, in case you get hungry down there. Okay. Those tunnels are cold and dark. Not to mention dangerous. You and Malroth watch each other's backs down there, okay? Again? Listen here, Cody. I'll let you take her lunch, but I'll never let you take her heart. That belongs to me. Now, ain't you got an hammer to be swinging around somewhere? Off your trot then, down the mine. Or you could just warp it all the way to the iron dig site. May as well cut out the legwork in it. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I need a couple more iron ingots. Well, luckily for me, that's exactly what I just got. Alrighty. So I'm ignoring some of the optional stuff. I'll do that off stream. Most of what I'm doing on stream is actually going through the story. And I'm also going to cut out some of the stuff on the Isle of Awakening, because that's mostly just that's not really story. It's basically just building up the island. Nice of you to join us. But why have you brought that smug look with you? Eh? Well, we needs a particularly powerful... Eh? You made yourself a sledgehammer? Sounds like just what we need to shift this blockage. Well, there ain't no time like the present. I want to see how your new toy sizes up to those rock hard blocks. How about this? Smashy! Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Da -da 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 -da. And these guys, I know what they need for this part. Because it's creepy, isn't it? Yeah, like the weird thing about the magic of this world is sconces never they don't seem to unlight except when the story calls for it. Like there's a part where we go to the lower section of the mine and they're like, "Oh, that's hey, buddy, can you relight these for us?" And I'm like, "All right, sure." There we go. Now it just flows off to the side. How about butchers of this, Cody? There's wet stuff all over the shop. Us miners ain't exactly the strongest swimmers. If we get swept into that lake, it'd be curtains for the lot of us. Sorry, Cody, but we can't go no further. Hang about. See them chains? Have a quick shimmy up and find out where all this water's coming from, will ya? Try plopping down a few blocks and see if you can plug the leak. Already did. You put a stop to the leak. You're an absolute legend. Now we can head down to the lower level. I wonder what we'll find. Thanks a million, Cody. Now we can head on over the bridge without having to worry about drowning. Ooh, got a little hiccup there. I got a question. How did this big puddle get here in the first place? That ain't no puddle, Malroth. It's an underground lake. Beautiful, ain't it? This mine's hiding more mysteries than we can possibly imagine. The old tales tell of mystical temples, forgotten shrines, and hidden treasures so valuable, they're invaluable. These tunnels might be dark and deadly, but if the stories are to be believed, they're chock a block with adventures just waiting to happen. This guy is completely mystified by the mines. He's like, oh my god, a mine. I love it. It's so flammable, it's inflammable. Reminds me of that that Zen riddle that I saw while watching the Nostalgia Critic many years ago. What is so hot? It's cool, and so cool, it's hot. Pop-Tarts? It's not Pop-Tarts! Oh, hey! It's Ghosty Dude. What gets wetter as it dries? Now that I certainly don't know. Also, this guy's gonna fucking kill me again. Except I killed him because he oh, what gets wetter as it dries? Yeah, I guess I can see that. Also, the reason that he wasn't fighting me around here is because he was right by the light, and the light makes him sad. Hey guys, what's up? Oh shit! Bitch just snuck right up on me. Hold on, man. I need to heal. I also need to pause for a sec. All right, let's take out this butthole. Just gotta. Oh God, there's another guy here too. Who did you kill? Okay, reach level 12. Chainmail. Oh, nice. Some more defense. I like that. You gotta watch out with the ghost because there is he does have the ability to occasionally he will swing twice. And he does the same he does the exact same tell for his double swing as he does for his single. Oh God. And the big giant guy can buff their attack power. Fortunately, he was in the middle of trying to run away at the time. I see you, man. I see you. I see you with your big Rocky. Oh God! Ow! I just leveled up, but I already almost I'm almost level 13. Oh yeah, there's mimics. Well, mimic equivalents. I want you to connect the tunnels. Everyone out of the way. Oh, we got another fight on our hands. What the fuck statement is that? Crikey on a bikey. More monsters, and they're from the Children of Argon. Cody, Malroth, please, you gotta do something. Don't let him touch me. Don't worry, I got you. Let me just up my attack power a bit. Been on for a bit. See, what I was supposed to do is when he does that little glowy red, they always use a special ability. His is an AoE. Also, I got a medicinal leaf, so that's good. I can make myself some medicinal herbs. That's another thing. If you're finding that the enemies are kind of tough, if you explore around the area, you can actually find a lot of the medicinal shrubs, and then if you replant them over by the base, you can actually just farm the herbs and make those medicinal leaves, which restore 30 HP. That's a good thing to do. You had it under control all along, eh, Malroth? Good news is we've taken back another area from the Children of Argon's clutches. Bad news is, I think they're onto us now. And knowing what that lot are like, they're sure to set their sights on the pub next. If there's so much a spill of dropping me jigger, they'll face fury the likes of which they never seen in their worstest nightmares. Okay? You'd do that for us, right, Malroth? Don't give me that look. Come on, let's keep moving. Oh. We've made stonking progress, Cody. We just need to prepare a bit more track, then we can count the first level of the mine fully fixed. Exploring those tunnels ain't done much good for me crippling monster phobia, but on the plus side, we bagged more metal than we can shake a pick at. Once we fix the mine and get the pub done up nice and proper, it'll put that winning smile back on Bab's pretty face. And she'll dress up in a fancy rabbit suit and all. Or blimey, I think I might be going up and mad with excitement. Ahem. Anyway, as I recall, you used to be able to ride a minecart from near here all the way back up top. Right, let's get this railway up and running again. Time to lay more track. Now then, where was that station? Right over there. Ah, there it is. Now, this section of track's got 2 lines running parallel. We better fix both, eh? It's a tricky job, but it shouldn't be a problem for our resident railway repairer. All this alliteration is killing my lips. Well, so long as you got enough track on hand. Need any more? There's plenty about the place that we ain't using. Alright, let's make tracks back to town. Alrighty then. Get me some track. And then let us rebuild the whole thing. Alright, so you over here. Oh, leave it out. What kind of nincompoop would build a minecart track leading straight into a wall? Hang about, that ain't no wall. If I got my bearings right, we should be right by... Cody, smash an hole through these rocks. If my hunch is correct, there's something very familiar on the other side. Oh, you mean, literally, the track. The track that leads right, up to the surface. Yeah, I noticed it too. Thanks, buddy. Told you, didn't I? Me hunch was right all along. We're back at base again. We've only gone and done a whopping big circle and come back around on the eastern side. Now we got easy access to anywhere in the whole upper level of the mine. And once you got that track laid, we'll have a convenient little shortcut to either end. Lovely jubbly. Whoops. Well, never seeing that again. Alright. Well, that's one half of the line mended. All that's left now is to do the other one. Nice one, Cody. Me old mucker. You single-handedly reconnected the entire rail network for the upper level of the mine. Tractacular work. I don't think that's a word, buddy. Thanks for fixing the railway up, Cody. We had a few scrapes along the way, but we finally got the old top level of the mine back in action. Job done. But hang on. Our job's done. Where's all the gold? Isn't that what Goldie Rocks needs to get his strength back? I told you before, didn't I? This mine's absolutely huge. We ain't even scratched the surface yet. If we want to get our hands on the shiny stuff, we gotta go deeper. We're going to head into the bowels of the earth. Sounds like the real adventure's just only begun. You said there was some kind of long-lost evil-haunted temple down there, right? I can't wait to see it. Whatever floats your boat, mate. I know what me and the lads want to see. A great big smile on Bab's face. Let's head back up top and give her the good news, eh? We did it! We did it, folks! Cody, Malroth. Word about town is you've got all the tunnels back open. That's marvelous. I never doubted you for a second. Thanks a million. Once the metal starts flowing in, this town will get its buzz back. You'll see. Come on, let's go and tell Goldilocks and the rest of the lads the good news. You do favors for me. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, everyone. Me pub, it's bleeding gorgeous. With a swanky gaff like this as their local, the miners will be digging up more metal than we know what to do with. Babs is going to become a dancing girl, too. It's celebration time. Oh, my giddy aunt. All me dreams are coming true at once. That's the spirit, boys. What the hell were they doing? Still, our work ain't done yet. All we've found so far is copper, iron, and a bit of coal. All the gold and silver must be buried somewhere much deeper. Aye, and there's more than just metal down there. The old tales tell of a mystical treasure and hidden temples. Maybe you'll be the ones to find them. We got some shit to go through now. Thank you again for doing favors. Thank you, everyone. If we keep going at this rate, it's only a matter of time before we strike gold. Literally. Oh, Babs, you melt my metal heart. You so kind. I ain't as kind as all that. The only reason I want to turn you back into a gold golem is so the golden age will return to Crumble Dune. Me understand. Babs dream, my team dream too. We bring back golden age. Then we get married. Whoa. Hold it back there, Goldie Rocks. Oh my god. I just thought of something. So his name is Goldilocks, right? And we have to make the copper bar, the silver bar, and the gold bar in order to complete this island. And completely restore Goldilocks as well. It's Goldilocks and the 3 bars! Yeah, you should go and take a look. But before you go gallivanting back off down the tunnels, let me thank you once again. So, thanks. I am happy about that. I just had like this epiphany. It was like, oh shit! This is my 5th playthrough of the game, and it's the first time I noticed that. Cody, you know what this means? The pub's done up and the tunnels are mended. We've done exactly what Babs asked, so it's time for the main event. Babs? Babs? You about? Babs! Keep your ear on, Digby. I can hear you. We've done everything you asked us. It's time to put your dancing shoes where your mouth is. Well, a promise is a promise, I suppose. Here goes. Nothing. Sorry, lads, but I ain't quite ready yet. Something's missing. Something important. But don't worry. I want to see myself in a cottontail costume just as much as you lot do. I'll give you a shout when I'm ready. What does she mean, something's missing? You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you, Cody? Huh? So, you've got all the tunnels on the top level back in action, eh? Not bad for a spindle-shanked sprog. Now our output's bound to go through the roof. The next evening report can't come soon enough. More importantly, we're getting closer to the legendary day when Babs becomes a dancer. I need to pump me pecs and tone me traps, so she notices me. Babs become dancing girl soon? What the? Goldie Rocks, are you earwigging again? Get out of it. No can help it. Me too big, getting people's way. Stay here, listen and watch instead. Me like Babs. Like to hear about Babs. Maybe marry Babs one day. Marrier? God blimey, I got some stiff competition. I'll have to train harder than ever before to get muscles bigger than Billy Brick biceps. Billy Brick biceps. I like that. Cody. Babs said there was something missing. Some important reason why she can't become a dancing girl right now. What's she rabbiting on about? Something missing. What could she mean? Oh, by the way, when I was saying, like, as you go through, you'll get like more and more ore. And once you get to a certain point, it'll basically just auto-complete it. Generally, that's completing like the main mission, the one that goes shows up permanently, like right above where my camera is. So we completed that. So almost like guaranteed, the next one we get is going to complete his copper section. I think I got an idea. I reckon it's because us miners ain't muscly enough. If we beefed up a bit, Babs would be back in toe-tapping mood in no time. Was that? You think I'm barking up the wrong tree? What are you trying to pull, eh? I don't see you coming up with no bright ideas, so this is the best we got. Now then, before we can start bulking up for realsies, we'll need a place to work out in. A pumping station. All you gotta do is build a room and stick 2 sets of dumbbells, 2 sets of mining tools, and 2 towel rails inside it. And it's gotta be a little bit fancy or we'll never have enough, we'll never get inch enough for Babs. A 1-star fanciness level should be plenty. I'm a man of simple pleasures, so just stick a few lanterns in there. That'll be fancy enough for the likes of me. So now we've also unlocked fanciness levels for rooms. So for example, this one's a 2-star fanciness. Let's see. Also, if you can hear that in the background, that's just my neighbor banging away. Alright, so this is the border right here. This seems like a good spot for the for the whole thing. Like you know, it's I like the concept. I mean, you got your exercise right here. You're right by the entrance to the mine, so you know, you do some early workouts right before you go into the mine. Excuse the fuck out of me. That's another thing I need to do. I need to make the NPCs some weapons so they can help out with the fighting. Level 13? Oh yeah. Breath gauge gets a little bit bigger. Oh, and I didn't seem to unlock anything else. Okay. Okay, we got those guys defeated. So, let's plant those down. Oh, I need some more iron. Well, I don't have 2 lanterns, and it's not specifically required, so I'm going to put something else in there instead. I'm going to put a seat down. You know, I mean, you're exercising. Why wouldn't you want a seat? Seems only natural, you know? Gotta get that production back up. Now I'm just gonna have to wait. Alright. Well, since I gotta wait for my door, might as well go over here and start fighting more slimes, because I need more oil. Oh, what do you got for me, Scorpion dude? Ow. Oh yeah, you're the one who drops the medicinal herbs for this place. Or at least who primarily does. Really you. Come on. Let's get some meat out of you. Oh yeah. Ow. Beat you up. Oh, I didn't need that for the door. I needed that for what was it? The mining tools. Yeah, I needed 4 for those. I already got the 1 star, so we're good there. And I will keep going until the end of this in-game day. Probably pop it off after that. Which will give me the little thing to finish Goldie Rocks, so that's good. Oh, I missed that. As I'm sure you noticed, you have to put a bit more effort in it if you want to make a room all nice and fancy. I'm not just saying this because I like living the high life, but if I was you, I'd try to add a bit of fanciness to every room you make. The fanciness level determines how much gratitude your NPCs leave whenever they use that room. Oh, blimey, I nearly forgot. Babs? Boy, Babs, where are you? What can I do you for, Digby? Look, Babs, I got us a pumping station. We'll have the massive muscles you're missing in no time. Then you'll be all set to up into that cottontail costume. Oh, Digby, you silly sausage. That ain't it. You're muscly enough already. Why don't you and Cody put your heads together? I'm sure you can work out what I need. What? No, I ain't having it. Wah! He turned into Wario. Wah! What are you looking at, Cody? Don't give me them eyes. Hey, we're supposed to work together, buddy. We're a team, man. Alright, what about you? Hey. Cody. The others have been kind enough to fill me in on the situation with Miss Babs. She does not lack the bunny outfit, but you'll see in a moment. What do you mean you don't know who I am? I'm Sergey, remember? I came when you rang that bell. You ought to be glad I did. When it comes to the fairer sex, these uncouth brutes haven't the foggiest. But I'm rather in touch with my feminine side. I know precisely what Miss Babs needs before she will don that leotard. A private chamber in which to change. Put yourself in her place for a moment. Would you feel comfortable changing your attire in this mire of testosterone and triceps? Now, I heard you're rather a dab hand when it comes to drafting blueprints. Perhaps you could design such a facility? A lady like her deserves a flash of elegance, so be sure to place a plant pot in the room and plant a single red gladiolus in it. You can find such flowers at the watering hole northeast of here, through the valley. Pray pick them gently with your gloves. It wouldn't do to plant a pat of pulp. Jeez. I'm ever so excited to see what you can do with this tricky brief. Pray build it wheresoever you will within the limits of the town. You got Babs's bedroom blueprint. Say that 5 times fast. Oh, one more thing. Be sure to hang a nameplate on the wall and write Babs's name on it. That should keep any pesky peepers out. And we get a dressing table. That's just telling me about how to work with the dressing table, which allows you to change your appearance at will. At least with any outfit that you have already collected. All right, so this here is the board. I had exactly enough. I had the exact amount of adobe walls I needed. I was pretty lucky. Ooh. All right, have I crafted everything? Yes. So, get rid of all that for the moment. And put them up in order of need. That was not a thing that it was needed. And that is everything that's needed. And there's one more thing I need. I don't believe I'll be able to get to it before the end of the game day, but I'll keep going just to be sure that I get it. I need to go all the way over here to an oasis in order to get a gladiolus. And similar to the marsh room, I need to quite literally grab it with my gloves and run it all the way. I just wanted to look down for a second just to make sure that I actually still had it in my arms. Okay, what am I missing? Just the lantern. There we go. I completed that building in record time. Oh, wait. I forgot to name it her room. Why are all these men in my room? Yeah, every time you finish a room, everybody gathers around to congratulate you, which includes going in the room. Spiffing job in making such splendid chambers for Babs, Cody. Are you sure this is what Babs is after? You've gone and got me hopes up for nothing. I'll never forgive you. Oi, Babs! Babs! Come here. I want to show you something. Oh? You've built a room for me. It'll be perfect for getting changed into me new cottontail costume. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Neener, neener, neener. Wait here, take you lot. I'm gonna get changed. Oh, Cody. I never knew that a mere building could conjure such excitement. Such anticipation. Gather round, everyone. I have something important to share. I hereby renounce my membership of the Children of Hargon. I shall become a cotton-tailer and make the most dapper apparel for dancing boys and girls across the land. Shut up, will you? No one gives two shakes of a fat rat's rear end what you do with your life. Not when there's more important matters at hand. Babs. Babs! Where are you? Let's be having ya. Ta-da! Well, what do you think? Oh my days. Goodness gracious me. I've never seen anything so beautiful. We're done with destruction. The Children of Hargon can do one. From now on, we're going to be builders just like Cody. What do you reckon about my new outfit, Cody? Does it suit me? Hell yeah! Thanks, I'm glad you like it. Babs, me want to see Cottontail costume too. Oh, Babs look very pretty. Most prettiest ever. So this is the famous Cottontail costume, is it? She certainly looks a bit tougher than before. Maybe it's those new horns she sprouted. They're bunny ears. Thanks, lads. I'll be the best dancing girl this island's ever seen and make me old mum proud. Seeing Babs in a Cottontail costume boosts the miners' morale. At this point, the only thing left is literally just to get him as a copper golem. He still needs 500 lumps. And we're about to complete it. I'm 90% sure. Gather around, lads. It's time to kick off today's declaration, and it looks like we've bagged a bumper haul. First up is Cody's share, and he won't be disappointed. Here goes. 92 lumps of coal, 36 chunks of iron, 22 chunks of copper, and that's all. And that ain't all. I've totted up today's total, and we've topped 1,000 lumps of copper. Top work, lads. We all know what this means. Alright, that's your lot. You boys deserve a digger's jigger or two tonight. Just make sure you're up bright and early for more mining in the morning. Cody, you ain't gonna believe it. The miners have collected 1,000 lumps of copper. We can finally turn Goldie Rocks into the copper golem. Come on, let's hurry over and tell them the good news. And now he's a rusty boy. Woohoo! May become copper golem. Thank you, Cody. Congratulations, Goldie Rocks. You're looking pretty dapper. Thank you, Babs. You happy, me happy. We all happy. But if no become gold golem, golden age no return. Need more metal. There's only one thing for it. We'll have to push deeper into the mine. That's if there's any gold and silver left down there. We can worry about that later. For now, let's just be happy about Goldie Rocks' swanky new look. That copper clobber really suits you. Really? Really, really? Thank you, Babs. Me feel stronger already. Me sense monsters. Many monsters near. Alright, yeah, let's do this quest and then finish up. Actually, I'm going to. Actually, I think I will stop it here. Let's get her all saved up, and let's see. Over here. Okay, that once again my follower bar is still not working right. That sucks. But yeah. So thank you everyone. Let me just mute that for a moment. Thank you everyone for coming. I know this was an impromptu stream, but it was great having some people in. Terry, thank you very much for the follow. Feel free to hop in anytime I'm streaming. And Don, good to see you right at the end as well. And everyone, thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be playing some Dark Souls. It's my first time playing the first Dark Souls. I played the second one for about 20 minutes, like 6 years ago. So we'll see how that goes. I'm usually pretty good at those kind of games. So we'll see if that goes pretty decently. And with that said, I will see you guys the next time I stream. And have a good one. Bye-bye.